Hello and welcome to the 33rd episode of the Backburners. I'm Dylan Sherman.
And I'm Sam Tiller. We want to thank you for lending your ears to another hour of non-stop sports entertainment.
We're going to have to find, Mama, you're going to have to find a way to do your intro. Where do you want to do it? You want to do it after mine or after Tiller's?
Save the best for last.
Okay. All right. Do you want to do yours on the spot right now?
Just make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The third back burner, the best burner, Miles Walton.
Best burner.
The best burner.
So, okay.
I meant to say back burner.
So you know how everybody has like a favorite stovetop burner, but nobody talks about it? What's your favorite stovetop burner? Like front left, front right, back left, back
in
right.
our house?
Yes.
Front right.
All right, so he's the front right burner.
Yeah, that's a good burner.
What does that make you?
I'm also the front right burner because I always
We
use
can't
the front
both
right.
be the front right burner.
But
I'll volunteer. I'll volunteer because of my new place. I've been using the front left.
Wow.
As long as we're all in agreement that we're all gas here, no electric stoves in the house.
No, Sherm's got an electric.
I got an electric.
All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
I got all electric, no gas. God. Well, you guys, we have a full studio
for the first time in a while because somebody actually decided to show the fuck up.
Hi, guys.
Who gave her a mic?
Trav.
It's just where I'm sitting.
She's sitting on the couch this week,
Yeah.
so she's in Miles' shot.
Oh,
Ah.
I get to show off my new hair.
Yeah, true.
No, this is still not on the camera. Just her legs are in the wide
damn
shot.
it.
That's it.
Can you see me this time, Sherm, or is it just my knees?
No, those beautiful knees.
I know it feels weird because we have the audio set up where you can hear actually like what's coming from our microphones now. So the audio got better, but you can just see our kneecap. So it's kind of, you win some, you lose some. But the people at home could see all of it. So
Maybe I'll draw a little smiley face on there next time for you.
Yeah, put a fun little sticker.
just start wearing
or a
some cool
decal.
socks or something. Really emphasize your kneecap and lower.
Knee-high socks.
Yeah, cool socks, cool shoes.
Tube socks like a dad.
Yeah, the brandless white tube socks.
Yes, with sandals.
Yep.
That's a look.
Chacos specifically.
That's a look.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts that are way too long. Good Lord. Well, this episode is all about Super Bowl bets.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a different episode. So obviously we have the big game coming up this week. The big game.
Be quiet. It's the Super Bowl.
So we took a look at some of the bets, some more standard bets and some more exotic bets. So shall we start?
Yeah. Hold on. I have the wrong doc pulled up. I had last week's doc. I was very confused. All right. Now we're good. We're good to go.
Don't we have an ad
idiot.
to say?
Oh, yeah. Miles
Oh,
has
my
to say
God.
that.
Oh my God.
Damn, Miles bodied that.
I know I had my chance to get out of it, but
Yeah.
all right. Do you need a roommate, or are you looking to find a new place to live that is actually within your budget? Searching for a place to live and who to share it with adds stress to your already busy life. How did you do this?
It's hard.
I fumbled over it.
Chillo is here to cure that headache. Introducing the Chillo app, a place to find a roommate and a rental home on the same platform. Finding a roommate on Chillo is fast and easy. Simply create your profile, swipe through your potential roommates, match, message, and meet. Need a place to live? View listings for rental homes and message verified landlords on the Chillo app. Find the next roommate or place to live on Chillo. For every app download, Chillo is donating $1 to Catch Idaho, a local nonprofit dedicated to ending homelessness in Idaho. Download in the iOS App Store today.
Very nice.
Thank you, Chillo.
Thank you,
Hey,
Chillo.
there's that one sentence. There needs to be 3 or 4 words that are changed, and it's a solid ad read.
It was a good first try.
It was a very valiant effort.
All right, now we can get into it, Sherm.
So let's talk about some bets.
Yeah. This is your Super Bowl prop bet extravaganza, if you want to call it that.
Super Bowl prop bet extravaganza. I like it.
It's a little bit of a mouthful, but.
All right. Well, I mean, who wants to start this one off?
I mean, I kind of like gave the idea of this, so I feel like it's mine.
Then be my guest.
Okay, so the first bet we have, will the first play of the game be a run or a pass. The odds are pass is plus 115, run is minus 140. Miles, go.
I choose pass. I feel like any other game, I would choose a run just because it's kind of the safe bet. You know, start off the game with a run, see how the game works itself out. But I'm going pass. It's the Super Bowl, and both are very pass-heavy teams. I think so. I'm going pass.
I agree. Sure.
You're thinking about a game, two quarterbacks who have never been in this situation before. There's gonna be a lot of nerves. Now, Miles made a good point that they are both pass-heavy teams. I think there's going to be a lot of nerves. I'm going with run.
See, and that's why I disagree with you, because I'm going pass, and I have the same reasoning that you do. There's a lot of nerves for both of these quarterbacks, so get the first completion out of the way right off the bat.
Yeah.
Just throw a slant to Jamar or Cooper Kupp, whoever gets the ball first. Just get the ball out of their hands quick, get a completion, calm your quarterback down, go into your offense. That's what I like. And then the intern also said run.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 split. 50-50 split, so you get to decide. Next, team with the highest scoring quarter. Bengals are plus 170, Rams are minus 150, and a tie would be plus 380. Sherm, go ahead.
I think the Rams are going to have the highest scoring quarter with 13.
Do you have reasons for that?
I don't see either team running away at all. But I do think running away. I think it's Rams 13, touchdown, 2 field goals.
All right, my.
Bengals 14 points, and I think it's the first quarter.
It's bold. That's his hot take for the week. That's very bold. Wow. I got Rams 10. I think it's going to be somewhat low scoring, at least in the first half, and then the game's going to open up a little bit. But I think 10 is a rather safe bet from the Rams. And then the interns, I don't really understand this. Bengals scoring 7, and that's the highest scoring quarter?
That's low.
She was preoccupied with a large exam this week, so I don't know if 7. She said Bengals 7.
Yeah, but don't you think it's a little odd? Because that's a touchdown.
Maybe she read lowest scoring quarter.
It clearly says highest. I don't know and then I looked at her final score prediction and it just doesn't work. I'm just very confused. So intern has some explaining to do on that.
We're gonna have to light the intern up.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
I was just looking at that too. We'll get there.
Okay, longest field goal, Bengals plus 105, Rams minus 130. I don't really see why the Bengals are underdogs in this. I mean, they have Evan McPherson. Who's the Rams kicker? Is it Matt Gay?
I'm not sure. Sure.
I think it's Matt Gay. But I have the Bengals. I think that Evan McPherson hits a very, very long field goal, 50 plus.
Yeah, he's been super consistent, especially in the playoffs. So
yeah.
I have the Bengals as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Matt Gay.
Yeah.
He's the Rams kicker. And he's a good kicker, but I don't know. Evan McPherson has just been so just on point this postseason and at the end of the regular season, too, that, I mean, he's just been on fire. Bengals.
I think it also depends on offensive strategy, right? I mean, it's obviously the length of field goal is depending on your field position, right? So if the Bengals are just going to kind of chunk it and, go 3 and out, the odds are they're going to be farther away from the goalpost. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Evan Big Balls McPherson.
Yep. And so is the intern.
Look at that.
So, wow. 4 for 4 on that one.
It's the only one we're all going to get wrong.
Exactly. Largest lead of the game. The over-under is at 14.5. That's big for a Super Bowl. Miles?
It's big, but the spread is not that big.
Yeah, the spread's 4 for the game.
I think it's 4.5.
It moved to 4.5. Okay.
Or 5.5.
All I know is it opened at 4. I haven't looked at it since. But yeah, 14.5. Miles?
Yeah, I have under. I mean, part of it's just wanting to see a good game, keep it close.
Yeah.
So I put under.
Sherm?
Yeah, I said under. I think Vegas is expecting somebody to come out to a big lead, and then the other team to come back. I guess. I said under.
Yeah, same. I again, we're all in agreement here. These are two very good defensive teams, so I don't see like super high scoring quarters. Really,
me neither.
I think this is going to be a slow paced defensive game. Play the field position, kind of like you were saying, and just see kind of how it plays out. I think it's going to be a very slow start, especially because I don't think the Bengals are going to be able to move the football at all.
It's going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long day for Joey B in that backfield. Okay. Burrow Stafford, over under 24.5 completions apiece. The line was the same here. So.
Sherm, go for it.
I think like Tiller, you were saying that I think it's going to be a really slow start for Stafford and Burrow. But as the game goes on, they'll get a little more comfortable. I think they go over. I think both of them go over.
Okay, Miles?
I think the same thing, both over. I was looking at their completions earlier in the season, and it looks like that'll be easy for Burrow. Just looking back, he had a few 30-plus games, 28. And so I'm thinking Burrow has a good shot at it, and Stafford with the weapons, I think he'll knock it down as well.
So I'm going to...
I mean, the Bengals...
Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say the Bengals are going to have to throw the ball. They're not going to be able to run.
They do, and I think it's going to be a lot of screens, honestly. A lot of screens out to Mixon, and that's going to get their completions. Because they're not going to be able to go deep.
What I'm saying.
Okay.
Screens all game.
All right, well, I said Burrow under, and I'm kind of going to prove you wrong here.
Aaron Donald.
No. Burrow averaged 21.5 completions a game.
So he had a few bad ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
He still had a lot of phenomenal
But that's,
games.
I mean, 3 completions in a game, that's a significant number, I think, to complete 3 more balls. So his average was 21.5. Stafford's average was 23.5. So their averages are both below this, but I think Stafford's going to go over because I don't know if they're going to be able to run the ball very effectively against this Bengals defense, but I know they're going to be able to throw the ball. And I think Cooper Kupp's going to have a day. I think Odell has a pretty good day. Tyler Higbee gets involved if he plays. So Burrow under, Stafford over. And then the intern said both. Didn't specify.
Both.
Just both.
But both of them.
She's having a rough week here. Team to call the first time out, minus 110 for both. Sherm?
Bengals.
Rams.
I said Bengals.
I mean, yeah. I think it depends on. I don't know.
There's no explanation for this.
No, there's not.
No. But it's going to be like it's going to have to be one of the stop the bleedings.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be the Bengals. They're going to have to stop. They're going to have to call Joey B over and be like, you need to calm down, get the ball out of your hands, run away from, move the protection towards Aaron Donald.
Or I could see it being, Burrow's, going like first drive, can't hear shit because you're in.
Yeah, that was also another thing I was thinking about.
Play clock's running down, quick tee.
Yeah, quick tee. Try to get they're a very young team.
Yeah.
So, and the Rams were in the Super Bowl, 4 years ago against the Patriots?
Yeah.
With Goff, though.
Yeah, with Goff, but they have Super Bowl experience on their roster, and the Bengals just don't.
Oh, wait. I have to do background of the week.
What?
I forgot to do
background
of the week.
Yeah.
He was so excited about it, too.
I know. He's just been sitting there in portrait mode.
I know. We're unveiling a new segment. It's called Zoom Background of the Week.
Do we want to give like backstories to each of the Zoom backgrounds?
I think we should. Yeah, we should hint at it about who it is, and then I can unveil it. The inaugural Zoom Background of the Week is a man who, I don't know. Do you want to take the reins on this one? It's hard to describe this man.
Sure. Yes. He has inspired one of our bits here on the podcast. He is, those Dos Equis commercials where it's like the most interesting man in the world? It's him.
That's a good description.
It's him. He is the most outrageous, ridiculous human you could possibly ever meet in your life.
Where did he just go? Like on a whim out of the country?
Colombia.
Yeah, just
by himself.
Just left.
I did not hear about this. What?
Yes, he went to Colombia. He booked the flight on Tuesday. He left on Thursday, and he came back on Sunday. And he was like, yeah, I was having trouble getting back through customs in the United States. I wonder why.
That reminds me of, like, have you ever seen Yes Man with Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Where they go to the airport and they're like, we'll just take the first flight out of here. And they're like, where? And they're just like, literally anywhere, don't care. And then they get like flagged for being terrorists or whatever. I can see that happening to Matthias. He's like, I don't know, Colombia seems cool. And they're like, dude, you can't just go to Colombia for the weekend. It doesn't work like that.
Exactly.
Also, while he was in Colombia, this individual met members of the Escobar family.
Yes.
Pablo's brother and sister.
Yeah. Wild.
Now,
Super
I think
wild.
we should unveil who this is. And if you
Trav
can't
already said it.
Oh, did he say it?
Yeah, I kind of slipped up.
Oh, no. Are you
serious?
seriously? All right. Well, let me get it pulled up. Ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural Zoom background of the week goes to none other than Matthias Waro.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Sounds
Now,
so much
this-
better with his voice playing over the top of it.
It
For
does,
some reason,
yeah.
I could see him saying that.
Now, this picture needs a little bit of context. This was over this past summer where Matthias, Samuel, and I would go have a river day or two. We would get camping chairs, plop them right down in the sand, and lay out, hang out, have some claws.
Because it was
And-
115 degrees.
Right.
He just looks naked with your head right in the way.
Yep.
I wouldn't be
So-
surprised if he was.
So Matthias likes to lay down in interesting places, whether it's the floor or the stairs.
Loves a good sidewalk.
He loves a good sidewalk. He decided that the best place to sunbathe would be on a log.
He
So
actually,
just take that in.
I mean, just considering that it is a tree in the middle of the river, he looks pretty comfortable. Like, it doesn't look like an uncomfortable position.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like John Madden. Well, you got some comfort right here, some limbs out here. What's going on right here, though? That's interesting. Yeah, this is Zoom background of the week, and it will rotate every week. I will pick on somebody new. It's a fun little bit.
Super fun.
I kind of liked if it would just be like Matthias of the week and it was just a different picture of him every week.
Oh, we have plenty of source material for Matthias.
Yeah, I have a folder of an album on my phone and it's called Matthias Smoking Cigarettes. And
Oh my god.
it's a collection of probably 40 different images of Matthias smoking cigarettes in some places that are acceptable and some that aren't.
We could just do a new person every week or every month and just kind of rotate it for that month.
That'd be good.
Oh, I like that.
Could do
We
that.
should definitely do an Alyssa month.
Oh, yeah. No, Sherm sent me a bunch of potential backgrounds yesterday, and you made a couple appearances, Chef.
This was probably the least embarrassing photo.
Probably.
There's some skill
Yeah.
to it though, because you can't have it be too distracting from like the rest
Right.
of the pod,
I
but
mean,
you
this
also want it
is
to be
pretty
intriguing.
distracting.
Yeah.
I can't stop looking.
Your head
at it.
right in the middle, like covering the middle part, I think helps a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry. I had to get that out of the way because I
Yeah.
totally spaced on it.
Yeah, so did I. Okay, so did we go through first time out?
Yes.
did.
Now we are on to anthem length.
Okay, anthem length. So this is where we're going to get a little more crazy with the bets. These were all just like standard bets.
A little more out there.
Yeah, now these are the ones that are a little more out there. So anthem length. The over-under is set for 95 seconds, so 1:35. Go.
I picked over. This is their time to shine. They're gonna milk it.
Okay.
Who's singing it?
Her name is Mickey Guyton, and I will inform you more about Mickey Guyton during. I'll just go right now.
Yeah, because that's like a big factor here.
Yes. Okay. So Mickey Guyton. For those of you who don't know, she's a country singer, and her nickname for when she sings the national anthem is Quickie Mickey,
Mm.
because
I'm sure Vegas knows that.
Her longest anthem of all time is 81 seconds.
You would look this up.
Yes, I would. You're damn right.
So what's the over-under?
95 seconds.
Oh, what?
Yes.
So how did Vegas mess that up that bad?
I don't know, because
Or is there an insider on this that's saying she's going to stretch that out this
There's
time?
got to be.
Yeah, but like for a singer to go from 81 to 95 when they've never done it that long,
That's at 15 seconds. That's a lot of time.
that's a lot of time.
Where has she sang the national anthem in the past?
I don't know.
Like
not
what
the
kind
Super,
of?
not
Well,
the
yeah.
Super
So
Bowl.
like,
Never
if
staged
it's
this
just
big.
something like small, like you're gonna kind of get through it. But if you're on national television, it's one of the most watched events of like ever.
Yeah, I think this is
And
the
no
most-
one can fuck up the national anthem as much as Fergie did. So
That's true.
there's nothing she can really do wrong, even if she's doing it longer than she normally has.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like long national anthems. Just like get it over with. Let's go. Like just get to the game. But where's the stat? So in recent years, the anthem has trended even longer, with 7 of the past 9 taking over 2 minutes, and the other 2 lasting at least 1:49. So that's 14 seconds over. So people do stretch it out, but because her longest ever is 81 seconds, I don't think she's going to stretch it out to over 95. I think that's why Vegas put this line so low, so above what she normally does, because they want to bait people into taking the over. I think this is a bait kind of bet. It's going under.
Bait to take the over.
Bait
I feel
to
like
take
it's
the
bait
over.
to take the under.
Bait to take the over.
But you just said her longest was 86?
81.
81. So
The-
it's bait to take the under.
Yeah, you'd be an idiot doing the over.
No, it'd be bait to take the over because they want you to lose the bet. If you win the bet, Vegas isn't winning. So they want you, by setting it so low, they want you to take the over because of the stats of the recent anthems in the Super Bowl.
So-
Because
So
they
they're just
are
hoping that you look up.
Looking at
you-
those, but not her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're-
exactly.
So you did the research that Vegas couldn't.
Exactly. Or that they did,
Yeah.
but some people won't do. I think this is a bait to take the over. I'm taking the under.
That seems like some easy money. Like that just doesn't even sound.
It sounds like a no-brainer to me. I
Yeah.
don't know. I could be very wrong though.
We'll see.
So
Sherm, what do you got?
I mean, now I feel like an idiot. I said the over. I mean, so the average length, the average length of the national anthem from 1991 to 2020 in the Super Bowl was just over 1:56, with the shortest being Jewel with 1:27,
that
and
would be
the
under.
longest being, yeah, and then Alicia Keys. Oh, Alicia Keys took her sweet time at 2 minutes 35 seconds.
That's aggressively
But
long.
if you're Alicia Keys, you can do whatever you want. So I said the over, so now I'm wrong, I guess.
I'm not saying
You're
you're
not
wrong.
wrong, yeah.
And
I
I
took
don't
it
know
too.
though. I still find it hard to believe that her national anthem is going to be what 30 to 40 seconds shorter than any single one in the last 20 years of the Super Bowl. Like that's pretty
It's
insane.
a long time.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know.
I like how this
Quickie.
is, this is the most interesting bet
Yeah.
of this whole lineup.
Quickie, it's Quickie Mickey. Come on.
Yeah, is that what her friends in high school called her too?
Probably. And the intern also said over, so she's also wrong. Okay, is the coin toss gonna be heads or tails?
What's the
I
odds
said
on
heads.
this?
It's minus 103 for both.
What's it been in the past? Is there an average that it's been the last 20 years or whatever?
Yeah, Miles has
Yeah.
it.
I looked that up earlier. So in 55 Super Bowls, there's been 29 tails and 26 heads.
That's annoying. You hate when 50-50 odds actually work out like that.
I know. Well, it's not completely even, you know?
Well, I was going to ask, why are the odds same for both? Minus 103.
Because it's
Because it's a 50-50 chance.
50-50.
That was a joke.
You're so dumb. So you're taking tails. Sherm, what are you taking?
I got heads. I'm taking heads.
Wow, you're
I'm
going
standing
out
out.
on a limb.
I know. I mean, the ratio isn't too far off. I mean, who knows? Everybody says, tails never fails, but, heads never dreads.
Good
No,
one.
that doesn't work. I could see it going heads to like even out the 50-50 score a little bit here, make it like 29
That
to 27.
doesn't change the odds of a flip.
What do you mean?
Just because tails is winning, it doesn't change the odds.
Yeah,
of the
but
next flip.
you would think over 100 Super Bowls that it's going to be pretty even.
Yeah, you're playing roulette. That's exactly what they want to think.
Yeah, exactly.
Want you to think in roulette.
I'm still taking tails because, like, yeah.
What do you think's the max bet? Like, do you think there's some rich dude that walks into Vegas and he's like, I want to put down $50K on heads for the Super Bowl coin flip?
Oh, for
There's
sure.
got to be.
Oh yeah.
People just putting down some
In
huge
Vegas?
money.
Yeah, dude, people throw down ridiculous money on the Super Bowl. It's insane. Yeah, intern said tails as well.
Can you parlay all these like stupid bets that don't actually matter to the like? You can parlay like the Gatorade, the coin flip, the anthem, all that stuff.
Yeah, you can do it all.
Because that seems like you could win a shit ton if you somehow got all of these stupid ones right that like don't really matter.
Yeah. It's like you're not even invested in the game. You're just invested in all the random shit that goes on.
I've always been more invested in these kind of bets than the actual game. I don't usually care.
They're way more fun.
They are.
I didn't even know the Rams were in it till like 5 minutes ago, and you guys have been talking about it. I'm here every week. I don't even know.
So that tells us how much you listen to when we're actually talking.
You know, I'm looking at this podcast from a production standpoint, not a content standpoint.
Oh, my God. Okay. The halftime show. It's a big one. Everybody's excited. I don't know a single person that's like, yeah, it'll be okay.
The intro video is electric.
Yes.
It got me pumped.
Yes. The hype video they released was pretty cool. I mean, like last year was The Weeknd, and like nobody was like mad about it, but nobody was like super excited. Yeah. Everybody's excited for this one. If you don't know, it's Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige. It's going to be fucking lit.
So good.
It better be.
So
I remember when everyone said that about the Black Eyed Peas, and they did terrible.
Yeah, because they use auto-tune.
Even with or without that, it would have been terrible.
Yeah, true.
Well, and a lot of these, like, I mean, Snoop Dogg's pretty famous, and everyone knows Snoop Dogg, but, like, do you know anyone that's been to a Snoop Dogg concert?
No.
I mean, my roommate saw him in, like, at a festival a couple years ago, but same with like Dr. Dre too. I mean, Eminem still kind of performs semi-often, I think, but like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg don't really. I mean, they're both entertainers.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Nice.
So the prop bet is who's going to be the first performer to show up. Sherm?
This is a tough one for me because you have a mix of, you have Mary J. Blige, Dre, and Snoop, who have been around since the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, right? And then you have Kendrick and Eminem, who, Eminem late 90s, Kendrick kind of early 2000s. So you would think that the most veteran artist would kind of go first. And I was having a tough time between Dre and Snoop because Snoop is like so well known for just, you know, being at random things like, I don't know, like the Jake Paul matches, calling that stuff. So I feel like he could go out and be like, you know, Snoop D-O-double-G, what it is, you know, whatever he does.
What could he do?
And then he says, nope. But I think it's Dre. I think it's Dre all the way.
Do you think he just like comes in with like a beat and they just like show him like dropping a beat and then okay.
He's gonna have hard. And then who's
I could definitely see that.
Who's the Mary J. Blige?
Mary J.
Blige.
What does she
no,
do?
Trav, what's her name? Marge Blige?
You're setting me up for failure here. I don't know what does she do? I don't know a single one of her songs.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Songwriter.
So like I'm thinking that due to her unpopularity that they're gonna throw her. Dr. Dre's gonna open, and then she's gonna be second. Because they won't do her first, because then the crowd won't get super excited. But she'll be like mixed.
Mary J. Blige is like a legend R&B, like hip hop soul. She's like,
well, I've never heard
legend.
Of her.
Well, you sir are uncultured.
I didn't even spell that name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you have Dre.
I got Dre.
I think it's gonna be multiple. I think what were the odds? 190 for multiple.
Yeah, plus 190 for multiple, plus 300 for Snoop. Plus 350 for Dre, plus 400 for Eminem, plus 550 for Mary J. Blige, and plus 550
so
for
I guess
Kendrick.
I was a little confused on the bet because when it says first performer, is that the first on stage?
The first one they show.
On the camera or in the stadium?
Like in the performance.
In the performance, like when it starts, like who is the first camera shot on? Like who does the spotlight go to?
So it doesn't even matter who's on stage. It's the spotlight.
Because there's a very good chance that it's
All of
especially
them.
like
It
Eminem,
could be all of them.
Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre could all three walk out at the same time because they have overlapping songs together.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If they all walk out at the same time,
Then it's multiple.
who's the first performer?
I guess it's whoever
Then it-
song is playing.
Well, but then it would be multiple.
Can you do that?
Yeah, that's the bet. It's plus 190.
Oh, for
See,
multiple.
this is where I
For
was
multiple.
confused.
Oh,
So
I would say it's going to
from-
be multiple. Because remember, they've done that
The-
before in the past where they've kind of like swapped, like they'll have multiple performers, but kind of switch stage, like they'll have like 3 stages on the field and kind of like go in between and like do some crazy stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
like-
could see them having like, I think all of them are going to be kind of performing at the same time, just bouncing back and forth.
I have an objection. This group of people, these artists are not the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. They're not
No.
singing together.
Exactly.
I don't think there's any way that they're like, and I understood this bet as like who's rapping first, who has the first verse.
But you
Yeah,
picked
but, like-
you picked Dre, and you just said that he's gonna come at like they're
But
gonna
I
show
think-
him
but I
first
think-
putting a beat down.
But I think he's gonna like do a beat and he's gonna be like all like hype and shit, and then
Yeah, but
it's
like
gonna
Tiller
go to
said,
Snoop.
like a bunch of them have songs together. So like how could they not like also collaborate and do their songs that they've
Right.
done together?
Like Snoop
See, I
got
read it-
big because of Dre. Dre's the one that brought
Yeah, and then
Snoop
Dre
into
and,
the rap
and
game.
Eminem have done stuff together. Eminem
Exactly.
does stuff with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I could see it being Dre, and he like does that lick on the piano where it's like bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang. Yeah, and then yeah.
Dude,
just
wait,
like
sorry,
that.
what? I'm hard hearing.
Oh my.
Yeah. So you're going with multiple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Multiple.
I could see that happening. I'm going with Snoop. Snoop is the king of LA. He's beloved in that city. He's the most iconic rapper of his generation in LA, and he loves that city, and that city loves him. I think he's the first one to come out, and the crowd's gonna go wild.
I think the crowd's gonna go wild for just about any of them. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But Snoop is like, I mean, it's fucking Snoop D-O-double-G.
Yeah,
You know?
that it is.
Intern said Mary J. Blige, ladies first. So
I will say that next year's Super Bowl halftime show is going to have to. I don't know.
can they ever top this? That's the thing.
That's the question. Can you top this? Because next year it's going to be the
Mason
fucking
Ramsey.
chain smoker.
Totally. That tops it for sure.
Yeah, he's working at Subway.
Yes, I don't know why he
Because
has plenty of
no,
money.
no. He donated all of the money that he's made to charity.
Wow, I just can't get behind a 14-year-old singing to me about love. It's like, relax, buddy.
Well, I don't think he writes his songs.
It's still his voice,
Yeah.
his prepubescent voice.
I mean, yeah, Olivia
Listen.
Rodrigo's like 18 though. What does she know about love?
That's true.
She got her first big heartbreak when she was 16. Every 16-year-old girl is dramatic as fuck. So when they have their first heartbreak, they think it's the end of the world.
I'm kind of with
Listen,
the intern
before I
though.
knew it,
I'm kind of with the
reload.
intern though.
Bang, 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 bang,
I could see them doing a women's first thing.
Yeah, true. It is L.A.
I mean that actually like that pure
Progressivism.
that pure fact alone might make some sense.
This is going downhill quickly.
Brand to air the
Yeah, and
first
whose fault is
commercial.
Yeah. All right. Who's gonna brand or what company is going to have the first commercial? And I believe this is like not like before kickoff. It's like like the first commercial break after kickoff would be my guess, which is how
Gotta
this
be.
works.
Yeah, it's got to be.
What?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Sure. Since you're very confused,
Oh,
and
okay.
upset, go
Well,
first.
I said Pepsi, but I meant to say Bud Light because I was thinking the Bud Night. But I'll stick with Pepsi. They do pretty good Super Bowl ads. So
Soda?
Pepsi.
Beer. They're the same.
Yeah, but it's also the Pepsi halftime show, so
Yeah.
they,
That's
I,
true.
Do they need
Fair.
that? Do they need that first spot? That high ticket spot?
I don't think so.
That,
Do you
that's
think
They
it
need
costs
people. They
for-
need people to drink Pepsi because Pepsi is not that good.
Do you think the first spot costs more?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
it would.
I think that like 15 seconds of runtime. I'll look it up because I'm curious.
It's
but
expensive.
I looked it up.
no, it is
So-
millions and millions of dollars.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's for a 30-second ad. It's $6.5 million.
Oh my
Holy
god.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean, you also got to think about it. 180 to 200 million people watch this game.
Yeah.
So 6.5 million to reach that kind of audience.
If I
It's
ever
not
become
that
a millionaire,
outrageous.
I think that's how I want to stupidly spend my money. I'm going to pay for a Super Bowl halftime commercial, and it's just not going to be a commercial for anything. It's just going to be me
It's gonna
staring
be
at
about
the
you.
camera.
Wasn't there a billionaire that was like said he was gonna? Wasn't it like Bezos or something said he was gonna do that?
I wouldn't
Well,
be
I think that'd be
surprised.
hilarious. Just like a 30-second video of you just be like, hey, so you idiots are watching the Super Bowl. I have a bunch of money, and so I paid for this spot. I don't give a shit about sports. And then that's the commercial. And everyone's like, what the hell was that? Just be like, dude, some guy just made millions off crypto, and that's how he spent it.
Jesus. All right, my.
I said Doritos. I was going to go with Coca-Cola, and then I looked it up, and they're not even doing one this year.
Really?
They haven't for the last 2 years, I guess.
That's surprising.
But-
Doritos always has fantastic.
Coca-Cola's
Super Bowl
never really
commercials.
been known for their Super Bowl commercials.
That's
I
true.
don't think they really need it.
They don't need it, but Pepsi needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said a crypto or an NFT company.
Jesus Christ.
That's
It's gonna
super,
air the
that's
first
super
one.
valid. Crypto.com.
Yeah, crypto.com could do it, or some. I don't even know any NFT companies, but
I think it would just be Crypto.com.
Yeah,
I don't know
they're
if
the
anyone-
only people that could do it.
yeah. I mean, they own Staples Center now,
Yeah.
so crypto.com.
Isn't it called like the crypto arena?
It's
Crypto.com
Crypto.com
Arena.
Arena.
Yeah. It's the worst name in sports. It's not even close. And then the intern said Budweiser with their lovely, beloved Clydesdales. So, who do you guys like over the period of like, I mean, how many Super Bowl commercials have we seen? But what company like consistently has the best or like your favorite commercials?
Do you guys remember when there's this website called GoDaddy?
Yes.
Yeah,
They
Oh
had
my God.
the funniest
My
fucking
dad
commercials.
just built his website through them.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even know that they were still a thing.
I
Yeah,
use
it's
GoDaddy
But-
all the time.
Yeah,
That's where
so
I buy my domains.
they
They were
are-
like oddly sexual.
yes, and it was always hilarious.
It was also hilarious
always
because
so funny.
I don't know how. I mean, it must have worked because they're still around in like super big company and stuff. But no one understood what like my entire life, I didn't know what GoDaddy was because they never explained it. They were just
Yeah.
Yeah.
they were just like super provocative commercials that would
Yeah.
just make you
With
Google
Danica
GoDaddy,
Patrick.
and the fact Daddy was in it, you thought it was sexual. And then you're
Oh,
like,
big time.
oh, this is where I like buy my domain for my website. Like, what the hell? But
Yeah.
I mean, it must have worked.
They got all the
Yeah.
clicks.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's, like what TV does, right? They hook you in with the blood and the sex. And then they build the storyline. And so GoDaddy was like, fuck the blood.
Blood and the sex. Are
Game
they at
of
the same
Thrones
time?
101.
No, I'm saying like
It's literally Game of Thrones.
exactly like the first season of Game of Thrones, it's like people being beheaded, there's tits all over the screen, and then it's like they start building the story, and it's like that's what they get you hooked with. And GoDaddy was like, well, we can't really like have blood in our commercials, so let's just make it
Or
sex.
tits.
Yeah, or tits. So let's just make it sexual.
Hey, sex sells.
Yeah, exactly.
Sex sells.
Everything is sex.
Yeah, sex and blood.
I don't know where you're getting
Are those things mutually exclusive?
I hope so.
because I'm pretty sure like you're meaning to say like sex sells, and then there's another one that's not
That's
Not
not
blood.
sex.
that's not sex, but it's not
blood.
blood.
Yeah,
no,
it
there's-
is.
Is
Action.
It's gore and sex.
Yeah.
Look at any HBO. Why do you think HBO is so damn successful? Look at all their shows. All of them are like people dying in super aggressive ways.
I will say Succession was not like that. There was no deaths, crazy deaths, and
Okay, but
maybe
there's probably a bunch of titties.
no,
there wasn't actually.
Really?
there
God,
wasn't.
they really
there wasn't a
could-
ton
they
of that. It was
They
just.
really could have added them too, but
I don't really know if that would have helped the plot
Even
at all.
Silicon Valley had tits in it.
Exactly. It's a show about nerds.
Every successful HBO show has a pair of tits.
wow, I'm
Oh,
kind of
Righteous
upset now that
Gemstones.
Succession didn't have any tits in it.
Why would you need tits in Succession?
I don't know. Rich
Why do you
people,
need
rich
tits in
people
Game
are
of
always
Thrones?
around naked people. That's just a
Why
rich
do you need
people
tits
thing.
in general?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Okay, so back to the original thing. What is your favorite brand of commercials?
I think it's Doritos. I think that's just what came to my mind because I've liked their commercials.
They have good ones.
I think Doritos is great. They do. They have like all those celebrities. I think didn't they have like Danny DeVito do?
Yeah.
They did. It's something. But my favorites I mean, I love the Bud Night.
Yeah, the Bud Night was good.
And they got Kit Harington to do one of them, right?
No, that was the Mountain.
Oh, the Mountain.
And then
That's right. They had the Mountain.
They were jousting.
Right.
I personally like the old Mountain Dew commercials. Those were outrageous. I can't remember what happens in any of them, but I just remember sitting there going, "Oh my God, these people took a lot of LSD before they wrote this commercial because it is wild." Okay.
I like the Amazon Alexa ones. I think they're kind of funny.
I don't remember.
Last year they did one where it was Alexa was being voiced by Michael B. Jordan, who women love him. They are in love with him and stuff. And so this woman was talking to her Alexa, but was imagining it to be Michael B. Jordan. He was just saying things very slow and sensually. And then 2 years ago, Alexa was sick. So they had all these different celebrities filling in for Alexa and stuff. And then this year it's Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson. And she's saying things. And then Alexa says what he's thinking. And it's always fucked up. I don't know. I saw a clip of it and it looked funny. I like the Alexa ones.
Okay.
Amazon could be a good call for the first commercial.
It could be.
Is NBC doing the broadcasting for the Super Bowl?
Yes.
How many appearances do you think Pete Davidson will make on camera during the Super Bowl?
Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
Because
Pete
Davidson's
Who's
on
Pete Davidson?
SNL.
Miles, was that a real question?
It was.
What?
What, you don't even know who he is?
No.
I probably know his face.
Oh my
God.
God!
I'll show you a
He dated
picture.
Ariana Grande before.
He's currently
after Mac
dating
Miller.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Currently, he's on SNL. He's covered in tattoos that are kind of gross, but also gross.
He's not that funny, but everyone thinks he's funny.
I don't think he's funny at all.
Bad with
I don't
names.
think he's
His dad
really
died
that funny.
9/11.
Okay, yes. Hopefully 0 times.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't like that guy. Okay. Who will the Super Bowl MVP thank first? His team, his family, his friends? No, it's team, family, fans. You wrote this wrong, Sherm.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Or God. Sherm?
Is there an option? For
I knew
other?
For what?
Is there an option for other? On the bet, can you say it's none of those things?
No, it was just those 4.
What
Because
if
they
it's
have
not?
to.
Then nobody wins.
Interesting.
I said family because I knew everyone else was going to say God.
I said God
So.
because it's the right answer.
Exactly. I said God because it's the right answer.
What if it's his coach?
Don't turn this into church.
Because they're just going to be like, what led you to this incredible performance? And be like, first of all, I got to give all the credit to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's what they always say. And then they thank their family, and then they thank their teammates and their coaches, and then they thank the fans. There's a progression of how they thank. God is first, every time.
But Jesus is not God.
Jesus Christ and God, it's the same thing.
Don't tell Sherman that. They have other thoughts on that.
You just said leave church out of it, and now you want to preach to me about church?
I'm just correcting.
Well, he's
I'm
preaching
just
about the
correcting.
wrong church, so we're not going to.
Jesus
The other church.
Christ.
The other one.
Okay. Final score predictions, Miles.
24-27, McPherson game-winning field goal. Bengals win.
Okay. Sherm.
This game comes down to 1 or 2 long touchdowns, I think, by the Rams. I think they pull away 27-21.
I said 31-20. It's going to be
Okay.
close, and I think the Bengals are kind of make a little bit of a push at the end, but they're not going to be able to get it done. And
We're all in the same range.
Yeah, all in the same
All
basic
good
range.
games.
Yeah, and then the intern said 30-24 Bengals. And I hate to pick the Rams, but I have to go with my head over my heart here. I just don't think the Bengals can do it. Okay. You want to introduce the next segment?
Oh, I do. The next, well, it's our favorite.
It is.
He's my background. Are you serious?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
All right. May I?
Yeah.
So those who are on social media, when this time,
Nothing. I'm
This
talking
time
to
of
Miles.
year, this time of year, everybody and their mother is talking about the game that's occurring on Sunday. And it started last year or 2 years ago, I believe. I follow a lot of food content creators, and this time of year where they're all like, here's 5 recipes for the Super Bowl. Here's best game day. Blah, blah, blah. But in the past 2 years, gone away has the Super Bowl. The word Super Bowl has Super Bowl, so that if anybody who is trying to make money off of whatever the Super Bowl, its likeness, whatever, like game day appetizer, Super Bowl appetizer, whatever it may be, trying to make a video, they can't say the Super Bowl. And it's so on brand for the NFL to trademark the Super Bowl. It's ridiculous. Are you serious? Nowadays, if a content or whoever creator, whatever it may be, says the word Super Bowl, Roger Goodell shows up at their front door and gives them a stern lecture. Well, I hate Roger Goodell. I hate the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, like, Roger Goodell is just like the asshole of all assholes. So, like, do you expect anything else from that guy?
No, it's perfectly on brand to take away the Super Bowl. It's so petty.
It is.
Are you serious?
It was like Ohio State trying to trademark the.
Right.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
They actually tried to do that. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's ridiculous.
Miles?
My Are You Serious goes out to Kelly Slater.
Little
And-
surfing.
In 3 days, the guy turns 50 years old, and he just won the Pipe Masters for his 8th time. It's absolutely insane.
He's a freak.
50.
Yeah.
Even Tom Brady, a few years back, called him the ultimate GOAT because it's wild.
Yeah, to be competing at that high of a level at 50 years old with, 25-year-old guys?
Yeah, some of them are like 18.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's back in the yellow jersey. He's not sure if he's going to hang it up right now, but yellow means you're in first for those of you that don't know.
So he was just like, I'm going to win pipeline and then hang it up. I'm done.
I think because he won, he's thinking about being done.
He's not. It's the first event of the season.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Interesting.
But, yeah, next event starts Friday, I believe, so we'll see if he shows up.
Wow. Drama in the surfing world.
So much drama.
Shaun White just announced at the Olympics that it was his last Olympics ever.
He announced that a couple months ago.
I should know that.
Trav, I thought you were a snowboarder. Jeez.
Fuck Shaun White. Shaun White is like, it's like when you're like, if you skateboard and you say like Tony Hawk is your favorite skateboarder, like it's just kind of wrong. It's kind of like that. But he's also been in like way too many Olympics.
It's because he's the GOAT.
I know, but it's kind
his
of
4th,
annoying.
right?
No,
Fifth.
Fifth?
fifth.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's won 3 gold medals.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was more than that, but
Trav, I
he
think
has a
you
bunch
just
of
might be
silvers.
jealous.
Well, obviously, but like,
Shaun White actually called in during that surf contest. I think it was quarterfinals or something.
he's been really pivoted into the social media the last like year.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
TikToks are pretty funny.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
good.
He just did a TikTok stitch with a guy that was snowboarding that's from my home mountain. That's really good.
Nice.
That was a very big deal.
All right. My Are You Serious? We've talked about this before. NFL insiders just saying outrageous and stupid stuff before the draft. And this year we got treated with an early outrageous take by Todd McShay, who I am not a fan of. He is questioning Kayvon Thibodeau's, the projected number 1 overall pick's work ethic, saying that it's not as high as the other guys that are, potential top 5 picks. So he thinks he's going to fall out of the top 5, which is outrageous because he's a freak to begin with. So just his raw, physical capabilities alone are going to keep him in the top 5. Top 2, probably. But I'm just convinced that ESPN reporters and draft analysts hate Oregon because Louis Riddick, who Sherm hates with a passion.
good news. He's getting interviewed for the Pittsburgh Steelers GM job.
Wow.
Who is that?
He's an ESPN NFL draft analyst.
He's a failed player who went the executive route, and he's on ESPN
and then he
whatever.
failed as an exec, and so then he went to TV. Yeah. But he questioned Troy Dye's work ethic and his love for football when he was entering the draft. And then every single draft analyst questioned Justin Herbert, whether he was mature enough, whether he was a good enough leader, all this noise. Justin Herbert is, I think he's the most talented young quarterback in the league. Most people would probably argue Burrow now, but regardless, he's in people's top 2. So they're just wrong about Oregon players, and it's so on brand for them to say something outrageous like this because ESPN is hurting for views, and they need to get their numbers up, and so they pay these people like Stephen A. Smith and Todd McShay to create controversy and say outrageous shit when it does not need to be said, and I absolutely hate it. Stop questioning professional athletes if they want to work hard. You can't work hard. You can't not work hard and get to the level that Kayvon Thibodeau has gotten. It's the saying when talent doesn't work hard. I'm forgetting.
Hard work beats talent.
Hard work beats talent. But that only applies to a certain extent. Once you get to college, if you don't work hard, you're not going to do anything. You can get away on raw physical talent in high school. In college, you can't. And look at his progression from when he was a freshman to a senior. He freaking split squats 255. That's insane. You can't tell me.
Unblockable. He was unblockable.
He was
when he was healthy.
Yes, unblockable. Split squatting 255. Shut up, Todd McVay. I'm sick and tired of you. God. All right, I'm done.
So, I mean, I don't know. You go back to Troy Dye, right? When Louis Riddick questioned his heart, whatever. He is the first person that comes to mind when I think of passionate Oregon players. It's Troy Dye.
Yeah.
And he got questioned. When you talk about Justin Herbert, I mean, sure, he isn't a rah leader, but not every leader has to be rah.
No.
Actions speak louder than words, right?
Yep.
Okay. They had doubts about Justin Herbert's physical gifts. He's 6'6", 230, 240. Oh, okay. He has a cannon. Oh, okay. Kayvon Thibodeau, smart. He launched a crypto.
Yeah.
He's a very successful dude on and off the field. This is ESPN grasping at straws.
Yep.
Because they can't 100% love a prospect. There always has to be the down. There always has to be the negative. When you think about, this is horror. Everybody hates this during draft day when, they talk about a draft prospect and he lit it up this year, blah, blah, blah. But his dad died. And then they spend 10 minutes talking about that when they should be celebrating and should be, it's such a flawed media model where you have these experts, Todd McShay and Mel Kiper, whose sole job it is to cover the NFL draft. They don't do dick.
No.
They have interns write up reports. They have interns watch 5 games of film, make a page of notes saying, here's what he's got great feet. Oh, he can't drop back in coverage. And then they just spew bullshit.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah. And these guys have never played a down in the NFL.
You think Mel Kiper has ever played a snap of football? No. Look at that guy. He looks like me.
Oh, man. And then the intern, she had a good one. Alvin Kamara, the story of the weekend, really, getting arrested for battery in Las Vegas after the Pro Bowl.
Now, yikes. I don't know if I can't confirm this, but I was looking at somebody tweeted out his mugshot, which was scary. There was a picture in that whatever in the Twitterverse. I don't know if it's the guy. It wasn't confirmed, but it was in that same kind of what do you call it? Whatever, in that line of tweets.
Thread.
If
A
thread.
whatever? What's
sorry.
a whatever?
A thread.
It's a whatever is whatever. So in the thread, there was a guy who somebody said this is the guy who got beat up. His face looked like it got mauled by a grizzly bear.
Wow.
If that's true, that guy got fucked up.
So apparently a video was released today. I did not watch it though.
Yeah, all I saw that.
But
was
the
he
cops
was in
say that
jail,
the evidence.
I didn't hear what exactly happened.
Yeah, the police said that the video backs up everything.
So he beat the shit out of this guy.
He looks like he pummeled a man.
Do we know
Jesus.
why?
I don't know.
Just because he was drunk in Vegas?
Probably.
Wow.
The NFL in Vegas experiment not going too well, I might say.
No.
And he'll come back in 2 years and everyone will love him. They'll just forget about
I mean,
this.
hey, Ray Lewis killed a guy and didn't
Allegedly.
miss any times.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Ray Lewis allegedly killed a guy and didn't miss any time. So,
Yeah. But I don't know. This is on camera. If he gets charged, he's going to jail. I don't know.
not good. Like
He's
after
got-
the Pro
he's got
Bowl,
some good lawyers.
really?
I know.
Really?
Just-
After the Pro Bowl?
I don't understand NFL players throwing their lives away. Anything else from anyone else in the studio?
Go Trojans.
Nothing from me.
Shut up.
No, shut up.
Okay, and that will conclude another spectacular episode of the Backburners. Shout out to the ugliest co-host of all time, the front right burner, Pinhead. Oh, shit. I really screwed that up. The ugliest co-host of all time, Pinhead Larry. The other, yeah, the other co-host, the right back, or the right front burner, Miles Walton, the intern, and our wonderful producer, Fabio. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok at the Backburners Pod and listen to us on your favorite streaming service. We're the Backburners, and we'll catch you on the flippity flip.